out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. But still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Till we friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now, we all coming true now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out, there's a jungle out.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. It's the end of the week, but it's not the end of murders. It is not the end of troubles. It is not the end of unemployment. It is not the end of working hard, and nothing seems to be working hard for you in this country. Come Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Come Monday, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned to somebody a while ago, they have already... They realize they raised the speed limit, so that should send a clear indication what exactly going to happen on Monday. A lot of things going to be raising, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be with gas and diesel and prices and whatnot. Things really hard. But you know what is, VAT again, but you know what is very, 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 very shameful? Very, very shameful and warrants an intense investigation. And I am calling on the PNM. I am calling on members of the executive in the PNM. I am calling on the party head on shows and them. They should look into this because this is embarrassing the party. Because I'm taking it from a front page. I am taking it from a front page in The Guardian. Sinan and relatives married to Calco owner. Well, this is what the newspaper is saying. And you realize that maybe this particular contractor seemed to, I don't know if he's getting a lot of work and whatnot. And you do the what picture is this? The contractor. That is Saturday ceremony. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But I really hope that somebody should invest. Somebody, because this is, I mean, we have no money, but yet contractors are getting hundreds and hundreds of millions in contractors in work. And you ask, do we really need roads right now? If there is no machine, no equipment that mount up, no medication, how in God can native whole a road will help us right now? And there's no nepotism in it? How there's no nepotism? How there's no nepotism? Well, I wonder, and I ask the bigger picture. I wonder if Namalco, if Kusal, Siram, Junior Sami, I wonder if they're getting work. You understand? I wonder if they're getting work. If there's no nepotism, come out and show the nation how much contracts this one particular contractor got, this one particular Calco, the owner of Calco, how much work Calco got. Come out and tell the nation, because just like everybody else, we want to know. We want to know. And you can't get angry for that. You can't get vexed for that. The people in the PNM want to know. The financiers in the PNM want to know. Because if this is on a guardian, Sinan and relative, and remember, I have been saying all that, but I just watching. In fact, I'm supposed to meet somebody tomorrow with respect to the contractors and whatnot, and that road and whatnot. Tomorrow. And believe me, if I don't bust the mark here, I know who to give. I know who to give in the media, who to give to bust the mark. Don't beat up. So people upset. And they can't vex, because at the end of the day, people seeing trouble. People, 400 million. hundreds and hundreds of millions right now. Do you know what that could do in the Mount Hope area, in the medical area? Do you know how many hospitals could we, how many little health centers could get a little refurbishment? Do you know, let's say the healthy a dental chair might cost about a little 150, a little 200,000. With a little 5 million, you can buy about 4 or 8 and put it at different health centers. You have to operate this like you understand business already. You run this country like you understand business. You understand? And I want to say a special hello here because I realize, I don't want to get the cat out of the bag. I don't want to get the cat out of the bag, but I don't want to say it as yet. I don't want to say it as yet. But I'm watching something right now. Monday coming. I just want people to know Monday coming. Because I am not intimidated. I don't feel that you can send pre-action protocol letter because I'll gather the information and I will take it somewhere else. That is all. Because when they start to talk about these contractors and they start to investigate, the first thing they want to do, send them, get a head honcho, lawyer, and send them a little letter. Shut him down. Well, shut me down, but you know what I'll do? I will call a media house and say, here you are. This is the file. Print it. Yeah, I'm telling you. And you have to give them that run because this is unfair. You telling me children, you telling me, do you all know what happened in you were in school? You all know exactly what happened to the law students? You know before they registered, the day with respect to registration and whatnot. Do you know their legal, their costs at the school went up almost by $30,000 or $40,000 just so, you know. Just so. That day. Well, from the day it gone up to $50,000. $50,000 more. What madness is this? What madness is this? And then when we ask the Prime Minister of this country, you tell us, shut your mouth. What is that? What is that? No, it ain't working so. You also saw the murder, sorry, not the murder, the good work, I call it good work, by the policeman who shot the man with the roulette, with respect to the roulette robbery. And you know, I'm looking at that, yeah? I am looking at that video before we go further. I'm looking at the video and you're realizing how this guy take up this gun, the little Chinese girl in front, but the policeman somewhere lineman right there. And how, you know in a matter of seconds, this man just is a dead man. No more on the earth. And then certain relatives will get up and say, he was a good boy. That is what you call good? That is what you call good? But I tell you today, friends will take you, but friends will not bring you back. I mean, of course, he's somebody's son. He's somebody's cousin. And it's sad. But look, with respect to his death, he's a victim of his own demise. Look at the video. We did the video, a special video today. Go ahead. Oh, man. Hi, good evening. Did you, hold on. Take my audio down. Hi, good evening. 6714062. If nobody's answering, put a next call. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can download your app, but I'm just showing you that how these people do business again. Hats off to the policeman who, as they say, mash him up. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Watch how slick the policeman do it, yeah? He deserves an award. One bandit off these streets again, watch. And you're this fella here, the fella in the red jersey. Hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. We have...
Hi, good evening, Ian.
Hi, good evening.
Sally from the Valley.
Pardon me?
Sally from the Valley.
Hey, Sally from the Valley, what going on? What's the latest? You alright?
Crime could never stop, boy.
Could never stop, but don't worry, we will stop it. We will stop it. Thanks again. Hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. All those from up the island. Lishon Villafana. Watch him. 21 years old. Watch. I love what the policeman had his what do you call his bags again? Hi, good evening. Watch easy. Don't panic. That's what I tell you. Look
Hello?
at this. Hi, good evening.
Yes, Mr. Ian Allen.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm one of the parents pertaining to the Londonville Presbyterian. It's about a month now this children home.
Month now children home in Lavantil Presbyterian?
Londonville Presbyterian.
Londonville Presbyterian. Do you know how long the parents of Londonville Presbyterian have been begging the Minister of Education for help? Do you know how long? And 1 month the children has been home. Stephanie put up a CG and run that CG for the entire program. Minister of Education does not care about the Londonville school children, Presbyterian school. And run a ticker tape on the bottom of my program and leave it there and embarrass him. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening. You're live on
Good
Crime
evening.
Watch.
Yes, Mr. Allen. That is performance from that policeman.
That is performance.
And we need to get some more of them bandits off the street like that. And I wonder, the bandit mother, parents, whoever watching out saying he was a good boy, he was a good boy. Watch what your good boy doing. Watch.
We have photo. Watch your normal.
Yes, Mr. Allen.
Remove
Good
the
job
CG
again,
bar.
man.
Remove the CG bar. Watch it. Normal. Watch. The man taking out the bag easy, easy. Watch. That's what I'm telling you. These things, you don't panic. And this is a wake-up call for some of you. Don't panic. Under these things, just go with the flow. Don't panic. Don't play hot rod. Hats off to the police, man. You can see you have experience. Don't panic. Just relax. Bow. That is it. But what happened to the friend who was walking with him? Watch, your whole life done. And it come back to me. And this is a wake-up call for people. This is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call for people. And speaking about children and the Presbyterian school, the Londonville Presbyterian, get that parent outside for me really fast. Really fast. You know, and it just goes to show. Open up the lines and show the video for me, please. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Back to this scene, please. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Abraham, your good friend.
I can't hear what you're saying, sir. Hi, good evening. Come back to me. You know, and before we take that break, I'll be honest with you. You're hearing that the Prime Minister saying they will open their schools. But look, children in Londonville, they're getting no help from the Ministry of Education. How many schools around Trinidad have sewer problems? Have all kind of problems. But here you're telling the nation we're going to bring children from Dominica to come in the school. But you are really right in your head, you know? You're really right in your head. And you know when people ask you, as they say, shut your mouth. But I love, we must congratulate the Prime Minister. I realize he loves Christmas and I realize he's in a parang song. You understand? Could you play my song? Go ahead.
If you see your neighbor while shopping in Trevor,
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
you smell through the cake morning, same time Santa was passing.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I'm feeling you put something in your mouth. You
All you do, all you have to put. So ladies and gentlemen, again, I ain't gonna tell you, nobody can tell me shut my mouth. Let's take a break. When we come back, we open the school for Dominicans. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, there's one child, Dr. Rowley, and the minister. What is the Minister of Education name? What is his name? I don't even know this man's name. So insignificant. Garcia. When we come back.
Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th fattest nation in the world. 1 in every 3 Trinidadians are overweight. Now you can lose up to 30 pounds a month with Maximum Slim, and it's as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning. With a patented powerful formula containing chlorogenic acid found only in the green coffee beans that block the absorption of fats from your body. It also contains ginseng to help maintain energy levels and heart leaf for curbing your appetite. Maximum Slim delivers maximum results fast. So pick up your box of Maximum Slim today at your nearest pharmacy. Maximum Slim. Live to the max.
India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkpore. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
Check out Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services today. Huge sale now on Amana, 18,000 BTU, $3,200 installed. 24,000 BTU, $4,200 installed. 36,000 BTU, 7,000 installed. Sale runs while stocks last, so call today 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional service.
Double Palm Guest House. You can now visit our newest location. Enter or noticed with that special someone. Open 24 hours every day. Located at Rambaju Trace, Arangwes.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
Namalco Construction Services Limited is one of the largest constructions company in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in operation since 1998, serving both the public and private sectors with the largest fleet of modern equipment to undertake projects of any capacity. Our services include civil engineering work, road paving and repairs, land development and infrastructure work, rental of heavy and small equipment, transportation services and lots more. Call 651-0074 or 651-0080.
Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires, the #1 tire for comfort and performance. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game. At Racetrack Wheels, 2 massive locations, 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, and 82 Bucco Road in Tobago. Or call 642-1539 or 631-1044.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab
India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Elegant Draperies Above and Beyond, now located at 29 Todd Street, San Fernando, next to Palki Restaurant. Diwali to Christmas sale now on. 10% off everything. Get the widest range of drapery fabrics, curtain rods, rugs, accessories, and lots more. There's something for each room in your home. Shop now and save at Elegant Draperies. Now open on Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Remember, let's big up some of the advertisers today. Elegant Draperies, Above and Beyond, now located at 29 Todd Street, San Fernando, next to Palki Restaurant. They have the widest range of drapery fabrics, curtain rods, rugs, accessories, 10% off, and they have a special Diwali sale here. So you make sure and go to Elegant Draperies. Also, Omega XL ad. If you want to live long and stay long, make sure and use Omega XL. Also, Wingwa Restaurant now. Wingwa Restaurant, ladies and gentlemen, they are now booking their conference room, their hall. They have a big hall so they can have weddings and whatnot. So some of you who want to book your weddings, some of you want to book Christmas parties. In fact, as of next week, there is a number on the Wingwa ad telling you can now book your hall there for Christmas parties. So you can liaise with them, you'll get the food and everything. Wingwa is now located at Chamflair, Mount Hope. Tight security. Also, Matai Imports. It's Saturday. If you want to go see about your van, you go down to Matai Imports some more. Do your accessories, your SUVs. They order SUVs, car accessories and whatnot. Hassan Ali Trace. Number 3, Hassan Ali Trace, Barrackpore. So make sure you get down to Barrackpore. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Miss, come this way. Come and tell me, because, you know, the Prime Minister made a statement. Where's the little boy? How are you? Come this way, Miss. How are you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
This
Mr.
is your
Allen.
9-year-old son?
Yeah, Mr. Allen.
Right. Hi, little boy. Tell me, I mean, we all heard the Prime Minister of this country saying that he has schools open for the Dominican. Remember when he said they made that statement? Go to that video.
I'm proposing that in Trinidad and Tobago that we waive or encourage in such a way that a number of Dominicans, those who can find contact in Trinidad and Tobago, either by way of friend or family, and if they can make their way to Trinidad and find a household that will accept them, that we will waive all restrictions for the next 6 months to any citizen of Dominica who find his or her way to Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago will open our doors, our homes, our pots, and I dare say our schools to citizens of.
And then when you do, and then after they will open, you know what they'll open? They'll open the voting station between 6 and 7, between 6 to 6. And they will go to the polling station and they will make sure and vote for you. Right? So besides opening your schools and opening your pots and opening your pans and opening what you have to open, they will open the polling station 6 to 6. Tell me now, the Prime Minister just said that he's opening to Dominican schools, but like this woman's son can't get in a school. How many times you've applied to schools and I will hold the mic, sorry. How many times you've applied to get your 9-year-old son into a school?
I went all the time. I went right through.
Where you live?
Marshall Trace Warren.
How long have you been living there?
About 5 years now.
Did you also go to the Ministry of Education asking that your son be placed in a school?
Yeah.
What did the Ministry of Education told you?
They said I will call and make sure they get...
You?
No.
You have a Dominican passport?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Since the school and them open, I will keep on running. They tell me they start to give out form, come and collect form. We went to collect form, fill it out, photocopy, send in with passport picture of the child.
And the thing is, they live in the catchment area. You know, they say the catchment. But I don't understand. It are children who go into CHAGUANAS government school, or the one right in Orchard Gardens here, they don't even fall under the catchment area, you know. They don't even fall under the catchment area. And people who have children living around here can't get their children to CHAGUANAS government school right in Orchard Gardens here, or Montrose government. But because you know somebody and you're out of the catchment area, they're still taking you in. And I put my neck on a block. I know people whose children doesn't even live in the catchment area, doesn't live in the CHAGUANAS district, but they have children going into that school. There's someone here begging Dick, Dora, everybody to get a child in the school. Mister, you know what I want you to do? I want you to go back to which ministry you went to? The Ministry of Education?
COUVA.
COUVA, what have they been telling you?
When we went to ministry, they tell me that how they go call the school. And she got talk to her principal that she know.
She know?
Yeah.
And so she doing you a favor?
Yeah, and she will try to get a place for the child, but don't let she down. We went, we try, they say they will call, we didn't have a call, we keep on calling.
Who's the lady in the government in the school there?
Could
you go back on Monday with your child, and on Monday evening, when you're finished, come here.
Okay.
All right? That's how we have to do it. Thanks again. If we'll open we pot, we'll open we leg, we do what we have to do, and we can't put a child in the school. There's something wrong. Thank you again. Somebody must ask them what's going on. Thanks again, ma'am. Because you can't tell me you're opening your school. You come up as the big head honcho and say we opening the pot, we opening the school, we opening the house. But I saw people partying in the president's house. In Napa. Republic Day celebration. I invited Dominicans to come and eat up steak and whatnot and drink wine and eat the best and drink the best. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, just show that video where that bandit was shot. I believe we have just contacted Senior Superintendent Johnny Abraham. I just want to find out what he has to say about this. Show the video, open up the lines. Hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Senior Superintendent.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Good afternoon, sir, how are you?
This is your humble servant Abraham here. I'm calling to find out this policeman. I want to give him a special commendation. I'm going to look for him and find him and give him a special commendation. And you see, that's why I keep saying that businessmen who are qualified should be given SIAM user's license. Give them a 3-month course arrange and make sure that they can shoot properly and handle the weapon properly and give them license. You want to get by the end of the year, 100+ bandits will get killed by this businessman, and crime will surely go down.
Exactly, but the bigger picture is you asked today, how come, I mean, so many people, I mean, applying for gun license and they can't get it. Why? Huh?
Why? That's the next story.
Why?
And these people millionaires creating employment for hundreds of people,
can't get
and they can't protect the family at night when they're home.
So what have you to say about the performance of this police officer?
Man, if I should meet him in the morning, I'll give him a commendation that he will be very pleasing.
And what have you been up to, sir?
I'm quiet, cool, and comfortable. Happy and peaceful.
Everything is okay with you?
Very good, very good. I'm taking Omega XL. I'm living long and I'm staying strong.
You're taking Omega XL? We have a photo of Johnny? Go ahead. And you're taking the Omega XL. Thanks again. Okay, well, even former senior superintendent Johnny Abrams said he's taking Omega XL. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure and get your Omega XL. Those of you who want to lose weight, make sure and take your Maximum Slim. And speaking about, I believe now you can get it at Staten Drugs. Staten Drugs is now open at Heartland Plaza. That's at CHAGUANAS opposite the new Ministry of Agriculture building. Just at the corner there, the same Diwali Nagar Road, you'll see Staten Drugs. First world-class drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamin, toiletry, stationery, grocery items, baby product. And I believe they're now working on making sure they get the Maximum Slim there, Omega XL. And Omega XL, I mean, they have taken bigger packages with us to make sure that they get their product outside because, I mean, they realize there's only one platform people really watching, that's Crime Watch. You understand? So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you go down to Staten Drugs, and tomorrow you can shop, get your toiletries, get colognes, get everything down at Staten Drugs. Once you're in CHAGUANAS there, you go down to that drugstore. Let's take a fast break. When we come back, a 22-year-old man was shot dead in the Enterprise area. When we come back.
Staten Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in CHAGUANAS, first world drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilden water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec at half price, gourmet foods and snacks, a selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today.
It's your journey, our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, CHAGUANAS, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
RMA Hardware is having sale on PVC panel 10-inch with 20 feet length. 10 pieces per pack. Damaged ceiling tiles 2x2 half price $6 each while stocks last. So check us out today only at RMA Hardware.
Kayo Green Powder Drink Mix. Alkalize, energize and revitalize. Helps to quickly regain energy from loss of sleep or overwork. Supports growth and development in children. Promotes wound healing and assists movement in foods throughout the intestine for better digestion and regularity. Supports cardiovascular health. Maintains healthy blood pressure, cholesterol and blood sugar levels. Promotes healthy intestinal conditions and regularity. Distributed by Organic Health Limited. Telephone numbers 728-0338.
Grow your own food with Van Egmond, the special magic soil from Holland for all ornamental plants and for all vegetables. Bear in 6 weeks guaranteed until stock lasts. Special offer now available at all Price Mart, Freeport Agro Center opposite Freeport Police Station. Call 496-4603 or 790-9247. Van Egmond now available at all Price Mart.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. So be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels. 2 massive locations, 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, and 82 Bucco Road in Tobago. Or call 642-1539 or 631-1044. Be weather smart.
Welcome to Radica Trading, Trinidad's largest upholstery suppliers for the finest quality and the cheapest prices. We have material to take your home decor to the next level. Even your car can get that customized fresh look you've been wanting for so long. We have material for everything and everyone. We even carry everything to manufacture outdoor tents. So head down to one of our locations nationwide, Port of Spain, CHAGUANAS and San Fernando, or call 627-2315, 665-0391 or 652-0277. I wonder if Radica have anything to cover mouth.
Check out Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services today. Huge sale now on Amana 18,000 BTU, $3,200 installed. 24,000 BTU, $4,200 installed. 36,000 BTU, $7,000 installed. Sale runs while stocks last, so call today 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional service.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, go down to Staten Drugstore Moria. All your antioxidants and bottle of Nexium, Allegra, you name it, they have it at Staten Drugs, right at the New Heartland Plaza. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Radica Trading is also on board, and they have the finest quality in upholstery, supplies, and whatnot. So at CHAGUANAS, Port of Spain, and San Fernando, make sure and you get to Radica Drugs. Tomorrow is Saturday, so if you're hot, call Neil. I'm sure you want an air condition. Some of you should give your girlfriend or whoever, fix up your room nice. Neil Air Condition has a great, they have sale right now. So make sure and call Neil on 748-4122, 748-4122. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a 32-year-old man was shot in the Enterprise area. Let's go straight to that. Andre Nichols of corner, a 32-year-old Andre Nichols of Francois Enterprise. She should go on. An incident occurred around 11:30 last night. Go straight to it. Go ahead. And this is I.A.N. One man was just shot dead in the Enterprise area. Now, as you can see, the police officers, they have already gone in here. This is breaking news, The body is... Open up the lines. Open up the lines. Open up the lines. 671-4062. Put up those numbers to call. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. This is approximately minutes to 12 again. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, in the Enterprise area. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the deceased Andre is on the ground there. He was shot. This is the number to call the live studio right now. Hi, good evening. You're live on your crime. We'll take your audio down on your set. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
Good.
I just called to say congratulations on that police officer. He deserves an award from the government, and also that $400 million that he's spending to build road. He should pump that into the police service and also to the health sector. And another thing I just want to say, Omega XL is excellent.
Huh. Yeah. Well, you see, come back to me. Let me tell you something. Everybody's saying Omega XL. Omega XL is excellent. But I use it also. You understand? It's good. But to lose weight, Max. Well, Omega XL is not weight loss, but if you really want to lose weight and you have no time to go gym, make sure. And that is why they have realized that. That's why, I mean, they even pay for big segments, the 2-minute segments and whatnot. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to Enterprise. One man, Andre Nicholas. Go ahead, continue. As you can see the Nichols, you can see the body on the ground here. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. What is that? Next call. I don't know what you're talking now. I don't know if you're calling from Japan or some kind of thing, yes? I don't know. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. 6714062. Murders. You know what? I'm just going to show you really fast how many people died in Enterprise. Just to let you all know. In fact, I have a list right in front of me here. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. There's a little list we compiled, but there's so many other people. Just give me the names, please.
Shut up.
One unidentified. Second is Gavin Raymond, Dylan Fox Grant, Sylvan Alexis, that's Robocop, Marvin Allen, Patrick Isles, Joey Barsdale, Ronald Marchand. And last night, Andrea Nichols. Now, there are more than that. There are more people than that in the enterprise area. Come back to me. All right, if these people can't understand, take your audio down. I would not take the caller. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in Arima, take me to Arima. There was an incident in Arima. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is where the bandit was shot dead. This by the police officer. You say you saw the video a while ago. This is the area. Okay? But do you know, and I must compliment Wingwa Restaurant here. Wingwa Restaurant has tight security here. Extremely, extremely tight security. So those of you who kind of scared to go to Chinese restaurant, try to make your way to Wingwa Restaurant. Nice food, tight security, cameras, you name it. They won't take that chance to go by Wingwa. There are armed guards outside, inside. When you eat by Wingwa, you're comfortable. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Next caller, please. 6714062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Also, ladies and gentlemen, come back to me. Imagine armed thieves held up and robbed a man of $200,000 on the compound of a church at San Fernando. $20,000. $20,000. They robbed the man on the church compound. Could you believe that on the church compound? No fear for the cross, no fear for the church, no fear for holy grounds. Absolutely, absolutely no fear. They robbed the man. How many cases we have like that for the year so far? 4 cases where? 4 cases. We have the areas where this happened already. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do we have it? With the other churches? Can I get it? Is it possible you can put it up? Father Harvey was one. Remember they tied up Father Harvey and they robbed him? Go ahead. Oh my God. Come back to me. Remember Father Harvey who was robbed? And then there was, and then you remember when the people were having mass, they robbed everybody during mass, 6 a.m. in the morning. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know this woman. The woman has been identified as Hiliman Dolly Nande. Now, this is a woman. Put up a photo. Those of you from Central would know this lady. This lady, many years ago, and everybody would see her by the taxi stand. A very short and petite woman. Very petite woman. Could be about 5, can't be more than 5 feet. And would always tell you she's the political leader of the party. She's the prime minister. Open up the lines to me. Let me see if we know her. People in Central would know her. She used to be all under the flyover, up and down in CHAGUANAS, all by COUVA market. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, I.A.N. Allen.
Do you know this woman?
I.A.N. Allen?
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening. I would like to ask you a question. If you pick up the next National Security Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, would you allow policemen to take their firearm home?
Thank you. I feel that this is a national debate. Of course, I will allow frontline officers. Now, not every policeman a firearm and a wireless to take home. I will allow frontline officers a proper evaluation, a mental evaluation, check and see if their life is really threatened, the areas they live in. And of course, I would give frontline police officer, because you can't tell me there are officers who are attached to elite unit, certain officers in task force, running on bandit with gun, no mask on. These officers have no mask on, and when work finish at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, they jump in the car or they're by a taxi stand waiting. We live in times, ladies and gentlemen, that the said people running on will shoot a call and say, hey, look, this one by a taxi stand, look, this one going home, and deal with them. And that is one. If I were the Minister of National Security, that would have been the first thing I would have done. And secondly, with respect to housing, there are so many police officers today, ladies and gentlemen, that they are renting it in real rough areas. They can't afford a home. And I can't understand For what? For 101 reasons why some of these officers, they don't have access to NHA homes and whatnot in good areas. Because I know some real, crime busters living in parts up in the hills, all kind of thing, and it's frightening. It's frightening. People coming home by your house and things. So that is why we should treat our servicemen just how America treats their servicemen. They put them first. So had I been the Minister of National Security, I would not only give a firearm and a wireless to go, frontline officers, I would have given them proper housing. Ladies and gentlemen, so just to go back to that woman picture from COUVA, Dolly. All right, this is the woman. Today, her remains was found. Just to let you all know, go ahead. At MILTON, COUVA, go ahead. This is where her remains was found in MILTON, COUVA. Open up your lines. Hi, good evening. Really sad, eh? Really sad. Some of you from the COUVA area would know this is her remains here. She was found in the MILTON area. Hi, good evening. Way up in the bushes behind our house. Really sad. And we want to believe it's a homicide. It is a homicide case. It is a homicide case. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good day.
Good day. How can I help you?
Calling to find out if Mr. Allen have any Omega XLs to give away.
We have no giveaways today. No giveaways today. All right, no giveaways today. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. So I'm just showing you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just showing you that. And put up a picture one more time for me, please. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's so sad. Some of you from Central will remember this woman. All by the COUVA market. I'm a Central boy. She used to be in CHAGUANAS. You would see her with a set of bags by the bus stop, all in COUVA market, saying that she knows politics, she knows Kamala, she knows Pandey, she knows Patrick Manning, she's the next Prime Minister. But come back to me, but it's so sad. It is really sad what has happened to that woman. And if you have information, and talking about information, I can't tell you the murder that took place, but I am going to hand over, I am going to make sure that homicide, ladies and gentlemen, I would lead them to one of the suspects in a murder case. I promised them that today. And I would tell you this, even though they came and, officers came and broke down my door and thing. You see, in this dance, ladies and gentlemen, I don't tote feelings. I understand this dance more than anybody else. It's a dance. And you have to know how to dance it. And sometimes it can get rough. It's like you'll experience a certain degree of turbulence. But you have to understand the dance. So I don't tote feelings because at the end of the day, this is all about justice. So if I should take my feelings and think how to break down my door and don't help nobody. No. I know somebody who the police looking for, a key suspect in a murder. And I know where that person is right now. And I spoke to them today and I told them, I will arrange and I will bring in the person. And I will do that. Let's take a break.
If you are looking for something special at the supermarket, well, you don't have to worry. Check out Super Quality's Supermarket, where there's always something special in your trolley. 3 massive branches: number 47 Tissue Drive, Trin-City, number 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and COUVA Main Road next to Republic Bank.
Looking for that great dining experience? Then check out Wing Chinese Restaurant. Great ambience, delicious Chinese dishes, dessert, alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Whether it's takeaway, day or night, dining, we cater for all occasions with secure parking. We also cater for birthdays, parties, meetings, weddings, anniversaries, and lots more. Visit us today, Eastern Main Road, Champlain, Mount Hope. Visit us today for that great dining experience.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo. Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Fab India Expo.
Yes, people, the biggest seafood shop in San Fernando is having great specials on everything. Yes, Skipper's Lobster Shop. We carry the whole lobster with the tail. Also the biggest shrimps in Trinidad for all your favorite dishes. Check out our tasty scallops, plus a wide selection of fish and much more. The next time you are looking for that fresh seafood at the best price, check out Skipper's Lobster Shop, number 51 Spur Street, San Fernando, or call 378-0397.
It's your journey, our passion at Brantech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
Have you heard of Barkeeper's Friend? Well, if you hate those stubborn cooked on and baked on residues on your cookware, then you need BKF. BKF Cookware Cleanser and Polish cleans metal, glass and ceramic surfaces, buff out marks on serving plates and make your stainless steel, copper, aluminum and porcelain cookware shine again. BKF General Purpose Cleanser is perfect to remove rust, mineral deposits and stains from brass items and metal and tiles. And Liquid BKF is an easy-to-use squirt liquid to quickly remove bathroom wall stains and more. Get Barkeeper's Friend for your home. Call 737-1104. Distributed by Cookier General Cleaning and Maintenance.
Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4, SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit, etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkport. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
Check out Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services today. Huge sale now on Amana, 18,000 BTU, $3,200 installed. 24,000 BTU, $4,200 installed. 36,000 BTU, 7,000 installed. Sale runs while stocks last, so call today 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional service.
Trying to call this woman daughter. How long your daughter has been missing?
About 14 days now.
14 days now.
Yeah.
And you see, where she's been missing from? Where she was
Malabar.
Malabar. What school she attends?
Malabar Composite School.
And you know what is the worst part about it? She calling the mother normal and staying by her friend.
I wanted to come home and go to school and finish out Form 5.
Thank you.
And get a job and get yourself together.
You're right.
I want to move on. So
no,
come to I.A.N to get the support. And
no, I was trying to call her, but nobody answered the phone. And she called. And she's a minor. Whoever is harboring that young girl, that young girl could get in a lot of trouble. You know that this child is a minor. She's a minor. And if you are harboring whatever house she's staying in with adults, let me tell you something. Call the nearest police station or text me on 294-4081. Let them come and pick her up. What she's telling you when she called?
She says she always promising to come home every evening. You want to come home tomorrow, Saturday. Always promising, not coming home. I want her to come home. Come home, Shekinah. Come home.
Shekinah is her name.
Shekinah.
You know, that's a very Shekinah glory.
Yes.
That's a very holy name, you know.
Yes, sir.
So do not be distracted. Little girl, do not be distracted. Pack your little things and come back home for me, please. Put away a little Barbie doll and come back home. You understand? You look like you need a pen. Or the watch on your stop. The watch on your hand stop. Shekinah, behave yourself and come back home for me, please. Anybody who's harboring this little girl, you have different pictures of her. Right? We have a picture of her. But she looks more like this girl in the first one. Go ahead.
Yes, the first one. That she lives in that area.
Right. Yeah. She left in that airing. Right. She attends what school? Leave the picture up for me. I am going to show you before weekend. I am going to show you, come back to me, that before the night is up, that girl, because let me tell you something, I got a call from someone, and we got the number, so don't beat up. You don't want to answer the phone, you switch off your phone, you're telling your mother you'll come when you're ready, when you're ready. No, it's not when you're ready. Your mother tell you to come home now. Or don't let us have to come for you. Don't let us have to surround the house. and the people in the house will get arrested, and let everybody get arrested for harboring a minor. Anti-kidnapping squad will come. If the people who are harboring her right now want a helicopter over their house and hear what's going on, call the nearest police station or text me on 294-4081. I know your location. I suspect something. I ain't go bust the mark. Miss, watch me work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again, ma'am. Wow. You believe these people and them? You believe these people and them? Open up the lines. Also, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. The flood. I want to see the flood. Go ahead. Where is this? Santa Cruz. Look at this now, boy. Thank God she's all right. A woman was trapped in the vehicle and imagine money for all kind of thing. And you know, I will tell you this, come back to me. They're using contractors making hundreds of million. Ask them if they went down south that was badly hit. If they ever went and drenched the river and cleaned the road and cleaned the drain and whatnot and do, you know, that kind of work. What we extend. And the river, there's a river right behind what's the name of the river? I want to pick it up, but I'll get in contact with, it's right in Central, and the residents have been calling. I will get in contact with Kazim Hussein. That's the Minister of Local Government. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Ellswick Presbyterian School. Do you know that they have a serious sewer problem? Ellswick Presbyterian School in Tableland have not had a full school term due to a leaking sewer problem. What's really the problem? What really going on at Ellswick? Let me tell you something. Do not let me come down by Ellswick and go live. You understand? And go live. Minister of Education, let me tell you something. My blood boiling. You know why? Because I know children who attend that Londonville Presbyterian School and that bacchanal with that school. You understand? And where the children have to stay and like you don't care. I will go live. You see how I went live in front of your office? You see how I went live in front of your office and all ended up giving the people and them the money with respect to the maxi, half of the money? I will go live and put up a picture of you, the ugliest person in the world. You have a picture of him? Go ahead. Boy, look at them. That man look like he's in a trance. You know what's that trance? I feel if you ask him 1 and 1, he might say 11. Come back to me. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Let's take a fast break. Let me take a fast break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, we want to say a special hello to Skipper's Lobster Shop. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Malco Arme has a lot of sale tomorrow at Aruka and Derrick Road Branch, European Day and Spa Clinic and Wellness Center. Make sure you go down there tomorrow. Tire Clinic, Bakery Treats, Brandtech. And remember, before we go, hot chocolate. They are coming on board. They have 50% sale tomorrow. High Street, San Fernando. We have some photos really fast. Show it for me fast. All right? This is hot chocolate. You have a shot outside the building also? Go ahead. So I'm just giving you a shot outside. You have a CG, go ahead, hot chocolate in San Fernando. High Street, San Fernando. Have big sale tomorrow. All right, we didn't get to, they just came on board, so we have to do a lot of work on the ad, but I just didn't want to wait till Monday because tomorrow is Saturday and Diwali time and people want to get stuff. So you go down to High Street tomorrow, San Fernando, opposite Scotiabank. Come back to me, opposite Scotiabank tomorrow. We're going to take a fast break, and this segment is brought to you, this part of the program is brought to you, Omega XL. Go ahead.
I'd like to address a very important issue that is affecting our lives on a daily basis: chronic inflammation and how it's destroying our health and way of life. The foods we eat today are not as balanced and are heavy in omega-6s and extremely weak in omega-3s. Diet is a very important factor regarding the symptoms of inflammation. which may cause pain and disease associated with back pain, arthritis, asthma, cardiovascular disease, stroke, heart attacks, and even Alzheimer's. Remember, omega-6 foods are pro-inflammatory, which means it causes inflammation in the body. 95% of the foods we consume are loaded with omega-6. Omega XL gets to the root of this problem and reduces the inflammation associated with disease.
After spending 9 years and 4 months in custody, battered woman Jasoja Jagmohan, who pleaded guilty to strangling her husband, was set free by a judge in San Fernando court today. The court took into consideration Jagmohan guilty plea, the time already served in prison. She served 9 years at her healthy age of physical abuse she underwent. This 62-year-old Jagmohan was on her way to court today. Look at the video. And in fact, we have some other articles when it happened. Am I right? Go ahead. Today this woman was freed. In fact, go ahead. Let me see. I'm going to look at the pics. Go ahead. I can't hear wait for just now. This is the husband. This is the gentleman who was murdered. All right, apparently the wife was a victim of domestic violence and whatnot 9 years ago. Go ahead. Oh, this is, let me see. Hold on. Let me see her. This is when she went to court. Remove the CG bar. Remove the CG bar, please. Take down the picture a bit. Zoom in. Let me see the handcuffs on her hand. 9 years ago. Zoom in, please. All right, thanks. And today, ladies and gentlemen, after spending 9 years in prison, this is how she looked. Go ahead. Wow, sad, eh? Really, really sad. You know, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, also, I'm just telling you, brace, cops close on finding the parents of the dead twin. The bodies of the twin babies dumped at the Forest Park landfill. Go ahead. In Clarkson Bay were taken there in a car during the early morning of Wednesday morning. Footage from a closed-circuit television camera showed a man removing the cardboard box from a vehicle and taking it to the landfill. So just to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the video. The twins, apparently the police officers, they are very close on solving the crime. This is the video. Go ahead. All right? Come back to me. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of cold cases that I'm going to open back and, you know, as I say, cold cases. Also, there's a businessman in Barataria who shot a bandit also last night. I'm forgetting. Go ahead. Johan Simonet. Simonet. He was shot dead. Do you have a pic of him? Come back to me. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, bandit shot dead by businessman. Bandit shot dead in Arima in the roulette. But the businessman was shot, but thank God he had a licensed firearm. But you know, there's a racket in that issuing licensed firearm. Why the commissioner of police alone have to issue a firearm? That is why we need the firearm appeal board. We need the laws with respect to getting a firearm amended. Also, the missing person, Ricardo Kandaru. Richard Kandaru, sorry. Also, last seen on Thursday, also Kishan Rupnarayan. His car was at Piarco, in the Piarco area. He was last seen at Safe Landing Bar. Up to now, they can't find this boy. Also, Danraj Juman, missing since the 25th. Missing since the 25th, ladies and gentlemen. He was wearing a black three-quarter pants. His black ring road. In fact, remember his wife was here. Also, ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, missing there. You remember when this guy went missing 8, don't laugh at me. Let me focus on the subject. The subject is the man missing. 8 years ago, oh God, I wasn't looking good. After, the doctor was here yesterday, I wasn't looking, 8 years ago. Go ahead.
How much football he used to play and his friends away and things like that. He always talking about his past.
So it's not like him to do this?
No. This is very strange. That is why when he didn't come home, I called Batsy.
Really hard.
Start to pass it on to each one of the different departments. Very helpful, and they came as we.
Eric Suklal, as you can see, word is that he's a very prominent businessman, and that was 8 years ago. Eric Suklal went for a walk and never returned. He went to feed his dog by his business place, and up to this day, I don't think they ever found him or anything. So I'm going to pick up a lot of cold cases. A lot of cold cases from Monday. A lot of cold cases have decided to reopen. In fact, it's not closed. But some of you who think that the police officer the investigator, maybe he retired and whatnot, he's out of it. I am still, and 8 years ago, maybe I look much better now, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to make sure you get justice. The run of this program tonight is at 10 o'clock. We run, you'll see all the runs tomorrow. I'm going to put it up on my fan page now. Make sure and like my page. Text me on 2944081 if you want to advertise on Crime Watch. Everybody's, Dr. Omega Excel jumping also. And if you also start on drugs, make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I.A.N. this is Crime Watch. Text me, I'll get my advertising team to get in contact with you. Good night, God bless you, and you be safer. But remember, I'm Roman. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now.